are all NBA selections.
Oh
Now,
shit.
I have two all NBA selections. So I have like 6 teams in total, but they're different ones, right? So I'm gonna go with this one first, and I want to get the thoughts of you guys in the audience because I did it with the 65 game stipulation. I wanted to see who would be left out and who would be in. So just to mention briefly, the players that wouldn't be eligible if there was a 65 game stipulation, potentially Jimmy Butler and Giannis. They'd have to finish out these last 2 games, and maybe they do, maybe they don't. These are players that are without a doubt ineligible. Steph Curry, James Harden, Dame, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Zion Williamson, Kawhi Leonard, Tyrese Halliburton, John Morant, Paul George, and that's it. My first team is SGA. I have Donovan Mitchell. I have Luca, Tatum, then Embiid. For my second team, it's Jalen Brunson, De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Brown, Julius Randle, and Jokic. For my third team, it's Drew Holiday, Trey Young, Anthony Edwards, Laurie Markkinen, and Domantas Sabonis. That's with the
That's what
65.
yeah, facts.
That's with the you have to
Yeah.
play 65 game stipulation, which is not happening this year. But I just wanted to do it to basically showcase,
That team was ass.
how many great players will be left off the All NBA team if that was in place this year.
Yeah, that team was garbage.
A lot of guys making all NBA, man.
Hey, that means Poole finna get on there one of these years, man. I'm telling y'all.
So
Did you
this
just name
is
Julius Randle?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I had to. Yeah,
Julius can fuck around and make it without the
I think
game.
he's on mine
stipulation.
without it. I
That's a
think-
fact.
We gonna talk though. We finna talk soon.
And now this is my All NBA team with no
Here we go.
stipulations. And I made it very easy. I don't really care about the games. I'm going
Yeah.
by who was the best player because I think that's what matters. SGA still makes my first team. He's been unbelievable this season. They have exceeded expectations, OKC. Steph Curry is at my other guard spot. At the forward spot, I have Kevin Durant and Giannis. And then at center, I have Joel Embiid. My second team is Luca. Then I have Dame. Then I have LeBron. And I think he's having a very slept on season, given he's averaging 29, 8, and 8 around there. I have Tatum, and then I have Jokic. For my third team, I have Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Brown, Anthony Davis, and Sabonis. And my snubs are Devin Booker, Harden, Kawhi, Brunson.
I like your list. I guess I'll go next and shit.
I didn't know we're labeling AD as a forward.
I was just gonna say, is
Oh.
AD couldn't make man because he's a
Yeah.
center.
Yeah, he ain't on mine, but you know, you do
100% of
yours.
his minutes at center too.
You do yours the
Yeah,
way
that's
you do
why I
yours.
couldn't.
If-
but
if
hey,
AD
the NBA makes its own rules. I can't be mad.
If AD is not there, then I'm gonna replace him with Julius Randle.
Okay, so listen, you know, you Joel Moran, All NBA, I fuck with it. You know, make your own rules, do your thing. I got my thing. We good.
He did do that. Not to cut nobody out. He did. His first list was the position list.
Yeah. I like that. So for me, I added a little win into it. I couldn't have two guys that haven't won. You know, me and John was talking about it earlier. I can't have two guys that ain't in the playoffs on my NBA first team, so I had to cut it up. I'm gonna start with my first team. I got SGA, I got Donovan Mitchell, I got Giannis, I got Tatum. My center is predicated on who wins the MVP, so I think the Joker wins the MVP. So I got the Joker. For my second team, I got Luca, I got Steph, I got LeBron. Your boy Jalen Brown made my second team, and then I got Joel Embiid.
Give him that bread.
And then my third team, that's where Dame makes it. I got De'Aaron Fox. You can't leave him off a team. Julius Randle, you couldn't leave him off
Who
a
is
team.
De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox got a brother?
You know who I'm
De'Aaron
talking about,
Fox
bro.
got a brother?
You know what I'm talking about, bro. Fox. I'm not saying his first name. Fox. I got Fox. I got Julius Randle. You can't leave him off. I got Laurie. Laurie had to get on the team for me. And then Sabonis is my third center, and that's my All NBA team.
Okay. John, you want to go? P?
I got Luca. My first team is Luca, Steph, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. My second team is Dame, Shea, LeBron, Julius. Shout out to that boy Julius. 1.2 million bonus on the way, Juju. And then I got Jokic. Then I go Donovan Mitchell, Booker, JB, get paid, brother, and then Laurie Markkinen and Sabonis.
Laurie Love, I love it.
I didn't put Kevin Durant on it because Kevin Durant. I'm not big
Yeah,
on
I
the
couldn't
games either,
either.
but he didn't even play 50. You
Yeah, you gotta play
Yeah,
50.
it's tough.
I
Yeah, he's
understand.
got 50.
Like Kevin Durant was the one to me where I'm like, I don't know if I should put him on here. And here's Drew. He's ready to be home and chop
We
it up.
miss
with
you,
the boys.
Drew.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to put Kevin Durant on there, but I'm just
Did
like,
you have
God
Kawhi on
damn,
yours, Joel?
I didn't. But it's just Kevin Durant's averaging 29, 50,
I feel like
40,
you gotta have
90.
Kawhi.
No, he's
You want
been bugging.
KD. You gotta
Kawhi
have
is averaging
Kawhi.
23 a game. He's
No,
not.
Kawhi-
he's
Yeah,
not
but I know,
KD.
but you gotta look past that first month. What Kawhi's been doing.
Not
He's putting
only
up
that-
stupid numbers.
Not only that, but KD's been elite defensively this year. Before he got injured in Brooklyn, they were on a win streak. In Phoenix, they're undefeated with him.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. KD just to me is
Joel,
on.
I agree with you. Just for me, like I had to have some sort of game played, so I said 50 was my
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
moment. And Kawhi,
You didn't have
just out
Kawhi
there,
on-
like Kawhi,
Okay,
he's over
right.
50. He's at like he
He's-
actually might have the
he's at
same amount
50
of
right
games
now,
as
I think.
LeBron. Yeah, he might finish with the same amount of games.
But then
as
it's like,
LeBron.
would I rather take Kawhi's 50
No, I
games
get it,
played or
yeah.
like
I
KD's
get it.
44?
Kawhi didn't make my
That-
team.
That's why the KD one is so tough because the numbers are so unreal. It's like, fuck, are you really doing that over a full course? Because it's no disrespect to KD, because I seen him on Twitter quote something like, "Oh, it ain't gonna matter because I ain't played 65 games." But when your numbers are that arcadish, it's like, damn, I would love to see if that would be what it would be if you did play 60 games.
I'll
I
say
don't
this.
know.
Yeah.
I'll take Julius Randle's 77 games over Kawhi's 50. Like, I don't care about what he did after that first month. Like, what Julius Randle did in 77 games, 25 and 10 and 4, I'm taking that over Kawhi's 50. You got to. Especially
Kawhi's
if it's
efficiency,
27,
bro.
if it's 27 games, like, that's the gap. Like, yeah, that's he did that for a season.
Kawhi,
The gap-
real robot.
yeah.
Robot.
Yeah.
He is. He's
My team has Dame Lillard first. I mean, Dame this year has had a compatible season to Steph 2 years ago. And I feel like a lot of people haven't given Dame enough love when the Blazers offensively were better than that Warriors team. So I've got Dame and Shea, my first team guards. Jason
Warriors team
Tatum.
won a lot more games.
A lot
Well,
more.
they both missed the playoffs, and keep in mind the Warriors had top
Oh,
5 defense that year.
It's that
Blazers
year
got
that
bottom
that
5.
LeBron
defense.
saw 3 rims.
Yeah. First of all, John loves to keep
I-
saying this. The Warriors were 8th seed. Dame got shut down 2 weeks ago. That's the difference. He got shut down 2 weeks ago. Stop
The Warriors-
comparing
the
them.
Warriors-
Who's your
were the-
first? John, I'm
Steph-
sorry. Who's your first? I didn't hear.
My first team is Shea, Dame, Tatum, Giannis, and Jokic.
Golden State was the 5th seed before Steph got hurt that year. Just to be fair.
They were also pretty close.
And
And
Kelly Oubre
ultimately,
was
the
starting,
Blazers'
bro.
offense is a 119 with Dame, which would be the second best in the NBA. The Warriors' offensive rating with Steph there is 112.
He had Kelly
6.5
Oubre. He had
points
the
worse.
worst. He had the worst spacing in NBA history.
Yeah.
Literally.
He had
It was
Wiggins
bad.
and Jordan Poole the second half of the season. I mean,
He had
again,
Kelly Oubre.
Dame's starting center is Yusuf Nurkic.
He had Mikal Mulder. You know who that is?
Yeah, it wasn't a great. It wasn't a great bench, but look at this Blazers bench. It hasn't been great either.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't blame
Portland
Dame for his
sucks.
team not being built.
You know,
well.
Portland's garbage. I give you that. Portland's
My
garbage.
second team has Luka, Steph Curry,
There you
Kawhi, who's
go.
at 50 games played, LeBron, who's at 53, and
Mhm.
Joel Embiid. I think Embiid, if he wins MVP, I don't want the whole Marc Gasol stuff where you get the award, become second. If
Yeah.
Embiid gets the MVP, he goes above Jokic for first team All-NBA, personally. And then third team, I have De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, who is at 64 games played. I think he's had a very underrated season.
Mhm.
Kevin Durant edging out Julius Randle. I'd rather have him, but I think Randle's got a reasonable case if you value availability. And then Domantas Sabonis for me would be my third team All-NBA center.
Respectfully.
Okay, I like that.
It's just like
my-
John. Sorry, Dell. I just want
No, you're
John. That 30 games between Julius and KD. That's not significant. Like that's a lot of games.
Yeah, and why
Look
why
at KD's
Kawhi?
peak.
Why Kawhi over KD on the second team?
Kawhi has been a top 8 player this year. And after, what was it, November, he hasn't missed much time. It's only
KD's been
the
top
occasional
3 this
back-to-back.
year.
Ooh.
Well, Kawhi's
That's
If,
hot.
if KD's healthy, we're talking about him in the MVP
If
conversation.
you
right
look,
now.
That's
if
the
you look at
problem,
Kawhi's efficiency, bro, from January on, it's some shit you couldn't imagine.
KD is 50, 40, 90.
KD might be. He's almost
Kawhi,
60.
Kawhi has put up 54, 45, 91, 49, 53, 92, 53, 44, 86 the last
If if efficiency was a person, it'd be Kevin Durant.
It'd be Steph
But
Curry. but I
Kawhi's
get you.
been more efficient, bro.
That's cap.
For these 3 months. KD's got the whole season for sure. Okay, I could give my all NBA teams. My first team, I got Luka, Curry at the guards, Tatum and Giannis at the forwards, Jokic at center. But I like John's point. If Embiid gets MVP, put him on first team. Second team, I got Dame and SGA at the guards, Jaylen Brown and LeBron at forward, and Embiid at center. And then third team, Fox and Mitchell at guard, Lauri Markkanen and Randall at forward. And I have AD over Sabonis at center. Sabonis, I get it. I could be persuaded, but when AD's been on the court this year, he's over that 50-game mark. I mean, he's been a top 10 player in the league.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
So you guys don't think that Kevin Durant, if he was healthy all year, is more of an MVP candidate than Giannis?
No, just because I think Kevin Durant's year, it has like a cloud because he got traded.
Yeah. I think that maybe I'm crazy, but I do believe that if Kevin Durant doesn't get injured, the Nets don't fall off in the standings and Kyrie doesn't demand a trade.
I mean, if you put that narrative in, I mean, if
Kyrie
you
requested the trade, if you want to get paid.
But if the best case scenario happens for every player,
Like I think that, I mean, you know, if the Nets stay healthy and KD's there, they're a top 3 seed in the East. They're probably number 1.
they was on their way to that.
That's the thing, though. Like, if KD probably was healthy, he'd
well, I
probably
got to
be
say
top
number
3.
1.
He'd probably be top 3. I think so. It's just he got traded. He's not healthy all the time. It's it's tough.
And ultimately, this stage of KD's career, he won't play a full regular season. He gets hurt.
He don't even play
2 times a
60
year.
anymore.
Which
I won't either.
Which I think is smart for them. If I'm being honest, if we're going to talk about these dudes historically, as far as their legacy goes, it's going to be about the playoffs, the runs, the championships. It's not going to be all NBA. We're not going to be talking about, man, Kevin Durant had 13 all NBA appearances versus, man, he won one with the Warriors. He won in midseason, won one with the Suns. Kawhi won one with the Spurs, Raptors, and the Clippers. That would be more powerful than Kawhi striving to get all NBA year in, year out.
Yeah.
Kawhi don't give a fuck.